Good morning, 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 good morning to everyone. How is everyone doing? You already know this is your girl, Miss Red Charnay, your favorite redhead. Yes. How is everyone doing? I am so excited. I've had a crazy, when I tell you a crazy month, but it's been so rewarding and so refreshing. And I am back on our other side. And I am so excited to talk about today's topic. You already know, $2 billionaire. Are you guys ready to talk business? Because we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to catch up. I know it's been crazy last week. We wasn't here. So now we're back. And it's so cool how our journey it just keeps on growing, and it's weird, as much as we're not showing as much, trust me, we're doing, and it's going to come out. So I just want to get my Mandy on, our other favorite red hair, you already know, and let's get to talking about our topic today. We're going to be talking about time blocking and scheduling.
Good morning.
There
Good
you
morning.
go. Hey.
It has been a long morning, but we are here. We are here.
Yes.
We are ready to go. We're back. We're back from last week. I'm excited to start, and I'm
I
excited
am
for
too.
fall. I think fall is going to be just a beautiful period. So I'm very, very excited for fall. But I'm
Absolutely.
excited for this topic as well. Time
Yes.
blocking. It's a good
Good
one.
morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies. How are
Good
you? Good morning. Good
morning.
morning. Yes, we are going to be talking about time blocking and scheduling. What was it? Scheduling time? No.
Yeah, time management, time
Oh, scheduling
blocking. Yeah.
building scheduling.
Hmm.
Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm excited about this because literally last week literally taught me about time blocking.
Hmm.
Literally taught me about scheduling. Even not even just last week, this month itself in
Yeah,
general,
this whole month.
how busy it's been for both of us has literally
Yeah.
showed us how it's really important to just like focus, guide yourself, structure yourself, organize yourself,
Hmm.
and not really think about what other people are thinking when you're in the process of building. So
Exactly.
it's been a very rewarding feeling to, just to understand more and more every day as we go as our entrepreneur lives. So
100% agree. 100%.
definitely. But today I have we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I
Yes.
will not have the board today because coming back, I still got business to run. And to be honest, I have not slept because I have so much stuff that I had to come back and just like keep pushing because I have events coming up. So, whew, we on a ball. But
So Mama Mandy has the whiteboard today, so I need
yeah, so
to
I'm Mama Mandy today.
flip this so y'all can see. Oh, don't mind my mess. But let's see. So time blocking. Okay. Can we go like this? Can you see it?
A little bit.
Okay. So there's the
Okay.
definition if you want to
So
break it down for
time
them.
blocking. You want me to read it or are you reading it?
Go ahead, Mama.
Oh,
Be me today.
word. You have to go a little bit farther. Or you just showing me that part. Okay.
I'm just showing
A
you that part.
schedule. Okay. A schedule that is broken down by task and time. That is time blocking. So basically, when you're talking about your time blocking and your scheduling time, is basically breaking everything down. And why? Why do you block your time? It is important. Go up a little bit. Go up. It is important. No. I meant to say go down. My bad.
Oh.
It is important to aid in accomplishing your goal. So basically, when you're time blocking, you have to make sure the important part is that you're focusing on your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it teaches you to respect your time as well as others. So time is money. I love that model because it's
My
true.
daddy uses that, and it's been ingrained in my brain since I was a child. Like, time is money. Don't waste my time, because then you fuck with my money and then we got a problem. So like, time is money, and learn to respect other people's time, because at the end of the day, we're all out here trying to hustle and build for ourselves. So when you
Absolutely.
mess with somebody's time, in the long run, you might not feel it at the moment, but you are messing with their money in some way, shape, or form. So be respectful of not just yours, but other people's time.
Yes, you have to be respectful, not just yours, but other people's times. You guys, well, certain people don't understand. I read in a magazine that, you know, certain people that live spontaneously of their time sometimes live the happiest. And
Mm.
that may be true. And I heard it from Steve Harvey. So don't quote me on it and knock me down. Go to Steve Harvey. You can find it on YouTube. And
He's
it
used
was
to the shade anyway.
the word. It was science talked about that people who live spontaneous have the happiest time, but there is still confusion. So you might be having that, how you call it, that optimistic time or that, you know, adventurous time or spirit of the moment. But are you really focusing on your goals? Are
Mm-hmm.
you really making sure that you set your time and schedule properly, that it doesn't just affect you, but it's not affecting others? So that's the thing. Even though you want to be, you know, spontaneous and think, oh, I could be late, it's not a good thing to be late.
It's not
And
cute.
one thing, it's not cute. Not only that, one thing I've learned too is when you're in business, there are certain ways to speak adequately in the terms of business knowledge. So one of the thing is that I learned is when you're late, do not just be like, oh, I'm so sorry that I was running late. I do apologize. Never, and I think I said this before, never ever apologize for being late, because not only is that going to put a red flag in the client's mind that, oh my gosh, if she's going to be late, just imagine how she's going to be doing business for remainder. What you want to say is, thank you for being patient with me, or thank you for waiting patiently. Those are business etiquettes that you have to learn how to manipulate and switch up words, so it's not like you're losing that client. You want to still continue to gain that client's trust. Things happen. Life is unexpected. You never know. So don't go in there being unapologetic. Don't go there being apologetic to people. No, don't do that. Just tell them how patiently and thank them for waiting patiently on your late ass. Did I say that word? So
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm rubbing off.
So that's one thing that why it's truly important, because like you said, time is money. The next one is take charge of, does that say the day?
Of your day.
Take charge of your day. Now, when you're literally scheduling your time throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, you know what you're preparing yourself for. You know that you can take control because you know exactly what steps. I'm not going to say it's always going to work like perfectly your schedule, but you're always going to be on board and know what you have to do within the week. So make sure you take control and take charge of your schedule. Not only that, even blocking your time. Take control. And when you realize that, hey, I don't need to be bothered with the outside world, and I mean friends, families, it doesn't matter, associates, acquaintance, even clients. Sometimes you need to be like, hey, I'm not available. I'm not in the office right now. I will get back to you an hour or two or a day. It's okay. Make sure you take that time and focus on yourself. But you only gonna understand your time when you schedule it properly. So now the
Exactly.
next one
It also
is,
too, sorry, it
go
also
ahead.
boils down
Good
to,
morning.
you know, we're all given, and I know this might sound cliche and certain people don't like this, but we truly are all given the same 24 hours, right? And you choose to do what you want with those 24 hours. So you can either sit on your hands and bitch and moan about your temporary circumstance, or you can take charge of your day and develop and build for yourself and do better and try to build a more positive outlook on your temporary circumstance. So the time blocking, when I tell you, even if you're at one of your lowest lows, time blocking will make you feel like you have something in organization for yourself, and it sets
Absolutely.
a new tone for your mind. So keep that in mind. But
And
now,
I love that you said, I'm gonna go back with the whole with the you had talked about taking control of your day, and you kind of said about being positive in a way. And I love how you talked about being positive way, because when you're trying to block your time or schedule, like I said before, we never know what to expect in life. Everything is not going to always go as planned, but you have to make sure that you don't allow your energy and yourself to get distracted from other people or other situations that ruins your day and messes up your structure of the plan. So try to always take control of your attitude, because at the end of the day, you control you. The other people don't. When people be like, oh, I blame you for making me upset. No, you allowed that person to be upset. You allowed yourself to be late. You allowed yourself to not do that call or follow up or lose money. You allowed that. So you have to make sure that you take control every step. And that first take control is your attitude. The first step you get out of bed is your attitude. If you have a positive attitude and an outlook, try to make sure you keep it. And it's funny because my landlord was the one who literally keep teaching me how to be more positive and staying optimistic through, when I tell you, through fire, he taught me a lot.
Yeah, no, so, he is a very, how do you say, what's the old phrase? A wealth of knowledge.
Exactly. Very, very.
I love talking to him.
So now we're going to get over to the style. Did you want to still recap on that?
No, you're good. We're going to move to styles. So there's several different styles, and some are visual, some are kind of like for those verbal / written learners. So let's break down the styles. Go ahead, Zenobia.
Okay, so now we have styles of planning. Now, this is how you're going to structure yourself with planning your everyday, daily day, weekly, or monthly. You have a runner?
Planner.
A planner. You have a planner that you write out. A regular journal with my planner is somewhere around, it's on the other side. A regular journal, planner. You have Post-its. I know a lot of people that write their little notes on Post-its, very different colors. Instead of markers like me with, and me and Miranda on a board, you have Post-its that you have different colors that has different notes that's going to help you. So
yeah, it's like a whole color coordination system.
Exactly.
And it's very beneficial because you can kind of see like where you need to place more time or where you need to subtract some time in your life. So it's for those visual learners, the Post-it method is great.
Definitely. And then not only that, you have the Google/phone calendar. And it's crazy because Mama Mandy actually has been helping me push more with using the Google, calendars, or even your phone calendars, because at the end of the day, with that, which leads to the next one, which is the alarm clock. When you have your Google calendar already set for a time, your alarm's going to go off. So it's going to literally tell you what the task is all about for your day. Then when we go down with that, we have the to-do list, the regular to-do list. I can tell you, I have so many different ways of method, which basically all of these I use in a way.
Yeah.
With my events, all my events are on Google, because it literally, through the website I use with HoneyBook, everything instantly books through google.com. So that's automatically on my phone. Post-its, I don't really use Post-its as much, but a planner, I use my planner all the time. Alarm clocks and to-do lists. You have to. So
I'm huge on the Post-it method. There goes the light. I'm huge on the Post-it method because I'm a very like visual / color learner. So it helps me with my brain. I don't know what it is, but I process things in color much better. So, or easier, I should say. So we're going to tell you the how to. How do you do this? Go ahead.
How do you do this? Pick a system. We already told you certain structures of using. So now you have to pick a system. Are you a visual person, or are you a written person? Written / verbal person. So, and what's the other one? Okay. And you have to, everyone is different and may
hybrid.
What's the other underneath? I can't see that.
One or more.
Okay. Everyone is different and may hybrid one or more options. Like, for instance, I am both. I will definitely say I'm a hybrid. When it comes to structuring, I am a writer or verbal, and I'm a visual, because it's like I like for someone to tell me, which if you have an iPhone, Siri talks to you. So that's a way of communication. She will tell you, hey, it's time to do this. It's time to do that. It's time to do this. And it's time to do that. Then you have your Google. Everything on Google helps. And that is everything on Google helps. And guess what? Google is free. You don't
Google's
pay
a
a
huge
dime for
asset
Google.
to business.
Exactly. You don't pay a dime for Google. So if you need a calendar, if you don't have a physical calendar like me, I have a physical calendar. I have like 3 calendars, you know, one in my room, one in my office, and Babe has one himself. And it's like all those calendars, we write on them. In my planner, we write in them. You know, in my phone, I write in them. I make sure I consistently have everything I need to do consistently. Because it's like, as she said, you know, some people are visual and some people are this. I'm one of those people that need to be repeated over and over what I need to do so I can keep myself reminded of.
Yeah,
So,
and see, if I don't have the visual, I can't have somebody verbalize a schedule to me. Don't if anybody ever works with me collaboration wise, send me a visual of the schedule. Like Zenobia has learned this. Like once she gives me a layout of the schedule, we good. I figure it out. But yeah, the post-it method for me is my go-to, but I do have like the calendar system, but it's still a visual because like you said, the alarm clock goes off and you can't ignore your phone's alarm clock because that shit is noisy and it's just like vibrating and flashing. So for me, I'm highly visual. If I just rely on writing stuff down, nothing's getting done. Nothing.
yeah.
Nothing.
And that's good that you say that you're highly visual. And I feel like everyone, to be honest, I feel like everyone, if you're an entrepreneur or you're just a really workaholic or you're just running for your goals or your careers, I feel like everyone should be a hybrid when it comes to time blocking, when it comes to scheduling, because you should have something that's visual and you should have something that's literally telling you. Like, for instance, if you have a map or you have a board, I have boards, you're writing your notes right there. If it's in front of your office or if it's in front of your room, at least when you wake up in the morning, you're going to see exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, I can't ignore my post-its on my whiteboard. So
exactly, you can't ignore that, because not only is your alarm alerting you, but you're actually seeing it at the same time. Exactly. So those double visual and being a verbal will help at the same time to remind yourself, because everybody just not going to learn just one time when you say something. You have to constantly get it repeated constantly over and over for you to really grasp what you need to do and remind yourself. You can't just read a Bible verse one time and think, oh, I'm going to remember that Bible verse.
I wish I could. There is actually people that can do that. What is it called? It's like I don't want to say it's a mental disorder because it's actually pretty cool. Photographic memory, where they can read it once and then they have it like a file decks in their head. Oh my God, I wish we could do that. But most of us can't. So we have to rely on.
I'm good with photographic memory when it's picture source.
No, like a true photographic memory person though can read a line of text once and could repeat it back to you exactly how it was.
See, I'm like that with visual. So for instance, and what I mean is, okay, so in Florida, my first job was a lifeguard. And what you had to do, I remember when I applied for a lifeguard and I did deep sea lifeguard. And what you have to do is literally, you have to turn around, scan the perimeter for like a good 5 seconds, maybe even 7, turn around, and then you have to tell us exactly where everything is to pass that test. And you have to make sure you get like 15 out of 20 or maybe like 7 out of 10 or whatever you see. And I passed that test because I know how to scan a room.
Yeah, because you have amazing visual memory.
I'm very observant. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
she be reminding me sometimes. I'm like, wait, I wore that? Like, come on.
So it's like that. So I get that. I'm very good at seeing things, but not reading and then remembering. No, I gotta read it at least like 5 times. Like, Lord of mercy.
It's like that gentleman on the show Suits. Like, one of the characters literally has a photographic memory and he can recite back lines. That's why he didn't have to go to law school. Watch that show if you want to find more out about that, because that shit's fire. But time blocking is essential for the rest of the world that can't memorize shit like that. That's what it is.
So I definitely recommend people try to schedule yourself properly, organize yourself properly. I don't care if you're a mom, I don't care if you're a high schooler, I don't care if you're in college, I don't care if you don't have a business, I don't care if you just have a regular job.
Still, you need a schedule.
Still try to schedule yourself, because sometimes being optimistic all the time creates chaos. I don't care how much you put it. It's going to make you very unorganized. And when you're trying to structure yourself, especially in a business, there is no room for chaos. The only chaos you need to deal with is when life is hitting you in that moment. But you need to make sure you try to keep yourself prepared as much. We're not going to always be prepared, but we try our best as much.
It's easier to handle a curveball, though, if you're a scheduled and organized person, because you'll know exactly, okay, I have to play damage control to this, or I have to do this, I have to do that. It's going to be an easier mind frame for you to be able to handle the chaos of life, as Zenobia said it, if you are organized, because all your normal day-to-day shit will already be programmed and handled for you, and you can actually focus on handling the crisis or chaotic moment in your life. So
Absolutely.
highly recommend organizing yourself. It saves a lot of headaches. A lot.
And going back to blocking your time blocking. And the reason why we put them both together is because you can't block your time if you're not properly scheduled. And if you're not properly scheduled, then your time is going to be so messed up, and then you're going to be off, and then you still got business that you have to attend to, and you forget, and you don't want to forget. So blocking your time and making sure you execute that properly only going to help you out, because not only that could be a self motivation for you to do whatever you need to do in that time that you block off. It doesn't necessarily have to be just for business. It could be just for self-care. But if you're doing it just for business, for you to focus and not have that white noise of distraction, time block. One thing Mama Mandy has put me on is what is it? The I'm working. I have the list for time block for everything now. I'm at work. I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Because for me, it's just like, if I don't do that with how like pickpockety my life is, because I have projects in different areas going on all at once, it seems, all the time. So if I don't schedule, like even eating sometimes, I will forget about it. And then my life gets chaotic, because then I start to feel like crap. Then I'm like, why do I feel like crap? Well, it's because you haven't eaten in 24 hours. Oh, shit. Probably should have wrote that in the schedule so I would have remembered it. So it does definitely save your ass. And I think, you know, some people look at it as crazy, because I have certain friends, they see my planner and they're like, what in the hell? And I'm just like, listen, everybody has different levels of what they need. Some people can go off a bullet point list and cruise. Some people need things structured and broken down, like myself. I'm a very bullet point thinker. So sometimes I'm a little bit too much about bullet point thinking, but Zenobia checks me. She's like, hey, there's details.
No, but you know what? I love detail, because I feel like everything we do, especially if we're thinking about our creative mind, you have to be very detailed about it.
I think in my chef career, I get very, very detailed. But when it comes to like other things, I'm just like,
yeah, sometimes I'm very straightforward. But when it comes to my craft, I'm very detailed. And I feel like when it comes to your business, you have to be detailed.
Very true.
Very detailed, because any little mess up that could fuck up when it comes to taxes. So you have to be detailed. And I'm not just saying that because it messes up with taxes. It messes up with money. You need to know where you're losing, where you're gaining. And if you're not detailed about where everything is coming, or even planning it out, or writing all your expenses or your inventory, that is going to mess you up crucial.
100%.
That's why I'm always so big. Organize, 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 organize. And now I'm also understanding is that for me to organize and set things, I have to make sure I time block myself. But I'm only going to time myself when I schedule myself accordingly. So never be afraid to time block. Never be apologetic for time blocking, because guess what?
Yeah, I learned to stop saying sorry about taking time for my business or myself, because guess what? I'm the one that has to pay my bills. I'm the one that has to be in control of my life. I'm the one that has to get my dreams to take off. Unless you got assist or do that shit for me, you can't feel any type of way about how I treat my time. That's my time. Just like your time is your time. My time is my time. And we got to respect each other's time as well as respect our own time. So don't be scared to say, hey, listen, I got to block this time out, so I can't do that. My bad, but I can't do it.
You read that?
My shit be in disarray sometimes. LOL, great point. Hey, listen, we all fall off track. I am not going to sit here and sit on some high horse like my schedule. No, I just know when I follow my system to a T, that shit is popping off and I get a lot of shit accomplished. There are times in life where you will fall off, but it's progress over perfection. And if you fall off, just say, okay, tomorrow's a new day. We'll start fresh, clean slate. Fuck today. It is what it is. So don't let you falling off make you feel completely disarray. It's just one bad day. One bad day, or jump back on tomorrow.
I'll be honest, I have not written out my planner for this week. I tried to, but it was very hard. So I have not written on my planner. I'm probably not going to write everything out tonight. I'm probably going to do the rest of the week probably tomorrow, because I already know what I'm already scared. I already know what I'm doing today. So I already wrote what I need to get done for today. But if I haven't written everything out, I'm going to probably do it tomorrow. But as long as I know what I need to do for today, I'm already scheduled.
Exactly. You're in the motion already, and we can figure out the rest as we go. But as long as you have a game plan for the next 24, you're golden. That's how you think about it. What can I do in the next 24 hours that's going to help benefit me, grow me, you know, develop me in some way, or help me get closer to my goals? That's it. That's the end game of it all. What can you do with your next 24 hours? Make it happen.
And one thing I know, you know, being a little gangster I am, you know, gangsters move in silent. So real gangsters, I should say, move in silent. So if you're moving in silent, that means you're working.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know, we want to be very open and share everything, and it's intentfully good, right? But if I've learned anything in this past year of my life, year 28 has been a life, oh my God, life lesson. But if I learned anything, it is that. It's like you, and people will ask you like, oh, where'd you go? Where is everything? And it's like, don't worry. Like, I'm good. I'm good. If you see me ghost mode, just know the level up is coming strong as fuck, because my baby don't really go ghost mode often. So if you see me in ghost mode, don't take it personal. Don't take it like, oh, she not doing what she, no. I'm here for y'all. I peep y'all. I'm like TLC. I creep and I still see shit. Okay. So I'm still here. But like Zenobia said, like when you trying to do real G shit, you got to just move and fuck the, you got to move. People already know what it's about, what we do. So sometimes if we go ghost mode, don't take it personal. No, you can reach us on the side if you really need to. But we're trying to accomplish big goals. And sometimes that means big silence.
Exactly. Big goals with big silence. And I realized, especially this year, when it comes to, you know, setting my goals and, you know, trying to accomplish things, that being silent is actually better for your energy. And the reason why I say that is because some of your biggest haters could be right next door to you. And one thing I've learned, especially from Big Sean, I'd rather treat people like they're my neighbors. I am not friendly with my neighbors. I don't go over to my neighbor's house. I don't drink tea with my neighbors. It is a hi and bye. Why? Because I keep it pushing, because we are focused. So don't think anything of it, because your energy is what you need to protect the most.
Yeah, I would just say, like, protect your energy, because I grew up in a small town, so you do say hi to your neighbors. So I don't understand that quote.
Well, I'm talking about here.
But in Jersey, I get it. But even my next door neighbor, but she's not from Jersey, so it's different. But no, I completely understand what you're saying. It's just like hi and bye with people unless you really need to conversate, because y'all, after the past 3 years with everything going on in the world, I feel like everybody should be hyper focused at this point in something, whether it's you getting more self-developed, whether it's a hobby, whether it's business. You gotta be focused on something to kind of distract from all the craziness going on, you know? So just keep in mind, like, going ghost mode is not always a bad thing. Okay?
No, it's not. It's just letting you know that you're ready to just stay focused.
Exactly.
It's letting you know that you're ready to pursue whatever you're ready to pursue. And if someone looks for you, they miss you. And it's okay. You still communicate. But, you know, don't ever not try to communicate with the ones you love either. Don't forget them, you know, try to touch base with them now and then. But if you can't talk to them for a whole month, cut them off for a whole month. If you can't talk to them for a whole 6 months, cut them off for 6 months, because you know what? Your real friends are going to understand. The ones that don't understand are not your real ones, and they really want something from you. So like I said, be careful with your energy.
And I have friends that I can go 6 months without talking. And it's like we talked yesterday. That's a real one. You don't need to be up each other's ass to be good with each other or cool with each other. You guys should be focused on your shit as adults and come together when you can. That's just
Absolutely.
where I'm at in life. That's
I definitely, I have learned so much this year, as you know, and it's not even done yet, but like learning and going step by step of how to become an entrepreneur has been very challenging, still very challenging, very hard work. I'm not even close to the level I want to be close to.
Neither of us.
You know, I'm literally in my baby steps of entrepreneur, but I'm literally trying to balance and find ways to balance my life. And when I realize I can't balance my life, that's when I know I have to step back and really focus, because everything is all a mental mastering. You're trying to mentally master whatever your goals or what you want to accomplish. So everything has its research, and you have to try to do your research and study so you can master whatever craft you are trying to accomplish. And you cannot let anything or anyone distract you. And that is what I am learning, trying to avoid the noise. Exactly.
And just prevailing always
Mastering yourself, you know, working out health wise always. And one thing with Mom Mandy, we both of us, we've had a lot of different health scares that not only as entrepreneurs, businesswomen, as we're trying to pursue, we're also trying to get our health involved as well. And I'm not going to sit here and keep, you know, putting it out there, my business out there, because you don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, you do want to make sure you're taking care of yourself and structuring yourself. So on that note, I hope everyone got a little bit of something with this time blocking and schedule building, because that's what we are doing. We are building our schedule to master our craft, and making sure that we are not feeling guilty for stepping back or saying, hey, I need a break. Leave me alone. I'll catch you, or call a client. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I have to take care of things. Not feeling apologetic for being true to yourself and understanding yourself because you're studying your craft. So I love this. We talked about this. I hope everyone enjoyed this. But our favorite part is coming up before we get off. Yes. So I've been telling everybody about our $2 billionaire dollar shaker. What's our blenders? So what
our
we
blenders.
do,
That's just
exactly, it's the blenders. So I'm excited because today, you have a good one. Thank you.
You too, sweetheart. Have a good day.
I'm excited because today, with our MVPs, we are at $90. Oh my gosh, we are at $90.
That means literally our 1 year anniversary is in 5 weeks.
Our
guys.
1 year anniversary is 5 weeks. Our 1 year anniversary is coming up. That me and Mama Mandy has been $2 billionaires for a whole straight year. We haven't been always consistent because we've been busy, but we still have been here. And guess what? We have not stopped, not once, putting our money in the jar. And that's why I try to tell people, if you don't see us, still Monday and Friday, put that dollar in and let us know, because we want to make sure that you are saving. And not only, we're not asking you to give us, we're telling you to save. And the reason why we do this is because as entrepreneurs, as women in this world, as men and women in this world,
in this shitty economy.
Exactly. The most important thing is learning how to save. And one thing me and Mama Mandy talked about is that Mama Mandy, you talk about this best. We did not learn how to save at a young age.
I learned how to hustle and make money. And like, all respect to Pops when I say this, because that man he will make money like a motherfucker. But unfortunately, because coming from middle class and stuff, I didn't learn how to save. It was make money, pay your bills, make money, pay your bills. So when me and Zenobia started doing this, I really wanted us to learn how to save, and it's easier to do something together, of course, with a business partner. So this was a huge thing for me, and I know that there's other people out there like us that they also didn't learn how to save. They just learned how to hustle and make money. If you gotta hustle hard and make money, you might want to learn how to save some of that money. Like in college, I didn't think like that. I was just making money, making money, making money. Now I'm like, oh wait, I worked too hard for this money. Let's save, let's invest, let's flip the money, let's do some shit with this money. I'm not here to just work and pay bills. So that's what this $1 every freaking episode, that's what that is.
Even if we're not here on the episode, every Monday and Friday, I'll call my Mandy and be like, hey, where you at? Oh, you're not around? Put that $1 in before you leave.
No, we both do. I gotta find my jar because that shit got moved in my house.
Exactly.
But
like, hey, did you put your $1 in this week? I was like, damn, I forgot. But when I get back, I'm gonna put it in.
We'll remind each other, like, okay, we still have to put $3 in the jar and stuff like that. Because
exactly.
It's not just about the money. It's a teaching of discipline with money. And that's huge. When it comes to money, discipline is everything.
Everything.
If you have no discipline or self-control with your money, you will screw yourself over. So if it takes you starting with learning how to save a single $1 twice a week, fuck it. Let's go back to elementary lessons. $1. and let's make it happen. Let's learn together.
It's so funny that we talked about it, because when you go online, you see all these ads online on the TV. Oh, do crypto, do stocks, do this. It only starts with $1. Well, guess what? It only starts with $1 to save for your damn self as well.
And you can watch it grow.
Exactly. And watch that grow. As much as you could put $1 in crypto, you could put $1 and invest in yourself. And the crazy thing is that, as we talked about, as we didn't have piggy banks, and we're learning how to really invest and save now. Do it now. It's crucial. If you have never had a piggy bank and you want to learn, get a jar, any little mason jar, look around and put $1 in. So let me tell you about this. So our red, this is called our MVP. So our red is for MVP, which started with us in October. So if you started with us in October, for our first episodes, then you should be at $90 right now. And if you're not, it's okay. Catch up. It's okay. Catch up 90, because Friday we're going to be at 91. So you should be at $90 right now. And for our blue, see, it's always coming off. And for our blue, this is for our MVP. These are the ones that started with us in 2020.
Yes, the VIPs.
Our VIPs that started with us in January. So right now you are at $66. Look at that. It's crazy how we keep catching up. $66 starting with us in January. So if you started with us in January, you should be at $66. So please go around your house, find something empty, and start saving your dollars, because guess what? In the business world, you have to learn how to save. And if you're not sure, find a jar twice a week, Monday and Friday, and let's put these dollars in.
$1.
Save.
If my dad can do this at 49 and he's never had a piggy bank either, I think all y'all can do it. Okay.
Exactly.
So, and good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning. So that's what we're talking about, and we love doing this because not only is this helping you, it's helping me, and I to express something that I'm doing, and it's crazy because this was just like a random thought. I was like,
it really was. It was a random thought at a business meeting.
Exactly, a random thought. Why don't we just start with $1 first? It won't hurt. Sometimes you find loose change around, you put it in. Sometimes when you get change back, take that $1 out and put it away. Just try to learn. And when you're consistent with something, you really understand how consistent and disciplined you start becoming even more and more and more. And and you know what's crazy? Because I have my whole chart until January of next year. So I already built my chart.
You got the numbers.
I already built my chart. I know what I am supposed to expect to put in every week and what I'm going to be building. So if you want to do the same thing, build your chart down, start your dollar now and be like, hey, I started today. I'm going to put in my 66 or my 90, or if not, you want to put in just
start today.
$2, or you want to put in $1, put that dollar in.
And just start from then on.
And start from there. And then we keep on continuing. You tell us what you have. You tell us what you're doing, and we have no problem. But this has been such a great episode because we have been on here a little over 40 minutes. So I hope everyone had a splendid conversation with us, which we had some feedbacks, and I'm so grateful because I didn't realize how. And it's funny, Mama Mandy, you came to me and you told me about this topic, and I was like, you know what, this topic, because you gave me 3 topics. I was like, this topic goes well for us, especially for this month.
Especially going into this month and going into fall. It's huge, and it's a good reminder for those who tune in with us often and just for ourselves. And if you've never tuned in before and this is your first episode, I think this is a great start to the $2 Billionaires for you, because it's literally helping you build your whole day-to-day. So I hope it was helpful. That's my point.
I do. So, Amanda, do we have any news or anything we want to tell people?
Not right now. Mama Mandy's just Mama Mandying. I am just doing what I need to do for myself, for my business, and we just rocking out. That's how I feel about fall.
Well, I have one news that I'm pretty excited to talk about. So, if you are in Jersey or New York, because those are the closest to me, New York or Jersey, I want to say September 24th.
Oh, yes, the block party.
The block party. Yeah. So last year, my block, shout out to Miss Katarina. I love you, girl.
It was fun.
Last year, our block did a block party, and it was so successful. We didn't charge anybody. Everyone donated to our block, and we had a nice little, different cook-off. I had my table setting. I displayed my building, displayed my business. My Mandy came out, displayed her marketing business. We had met so many people that day that we still communicate to this day because of that block party.
Yeah, we met a lot of really dope people, and it was just a great experience to see families out. They had a DJ, there was mad food, there was businesses. The mayor came out at one point.
Both of them, actually.
Both
because they were running
and councilwomen came out. There was a lot of big faces there, and I was shocked because it's over by, it's just somewhere in Jersey City, and they decided to pop on through. So if you're free the 24th, definitely come through, especially if you're a business owner. Definitely come through, because you never know who you can meet, you never know who you could promote to. It's a lot of fun.
Exactly.
It was a good time.
What's funny, last year I met a girl that did body scrubs, and when I tell you, I can't wait to see her again. Her body scrubs are amazing. So I be telling her, I was like, that makes me all shiny and glistening, her body scrub. And it's so
I remember
sad
you telling me they were really good products.
I'm so mad because I didn't get her business card, but she gave me a sample of her stuff. And I was like, man, I don't know why I missed her business card, because I want more. So I'm hoping I get to see her again, because I remember her face. So if you guys are in Jersey, New York City, and have nothing to do the 24th of September, and you are dying to try Easy Creative Touch, and hopefully I'm actually pushing Mama Mandy. I haven't talked to her about this yet, but I'm pushing.
I was waiting. I was like, she got asked me to have a big
But we did talk about this. We did talk about this earlier this year and last year, that Mama Mandy will be side by side with me this year, even though she was with me last year, but she was promoting her marketing. But we're gonna put out her desserts. We want the world in Jersey City to get more of her desserts. So
if you're looking for Mama Mandy's banana pudding, because I definitely have a few inquiries, and I've been on the low about my baked goods business, but Mom Mandy's banana pudding will most likely be there. I was figuring she was gonna tell me dessert table.
Exactly. I got a tape. I got everything section ready for her. So you guys come out, Jersey City, Condict Street. I'm not gonna tell you what house I live in, but it will be Condict Street in Jersey City, the 24th of September. So if you want to try any of our food for free, please come out that day and support us all. And we would definitely love it. I'm so excited for it and it's crazy because God, when I tell you God be looking out for me, he looked out for me. He really did. Yeah. A blessing came because I was supposed to miss the block party, but a blessing came and I will not miss this block party. So
we're not missing this block party. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. It's just a fun time. It's a great business.
My girl said she need a gift table. All right, you want to come out?
Come through, Shanti. Set up next to us.
All right, Shanti, we gotta have a meeting, Shanti. Let's talk. We could do this.
Mm-hmm.
We could do this.
Bring those popsicles, girl.
We could do this. Trust me, our tables are long enough, so we could do. I got 2 double tents that fit all 3.
They would fit all 3. You're right.
We did. We fit all 3 different businesses together, so we could definitely do something. Because one of our ladies might not show up, which I'm gonna call her and ask. Yeah, she might not show up this year, so we could probably do something to put your business out there. Why not?
Woo-woo.
Our block is so. Man, I can just keep talking because it's crazy how much our block has so much business.
I was gonna say it's business diverse.
Not just business, but talent. So much talent.
And wisdom.
Block. And wisdom. So
you got a triple threat.
We do got a triple threat on our block. So I'm very grateful and beautiful neighborhood. Yeah. So if you guys are not doing anything, please, September 24th, come out. Support me and my Mandy and try our food for free and let us know what you think. Mm-hmm. So that's our big announcement. But other than that, I have to get back to this.
Yeah, we got to get to work.
I got to get to this desk because I'm trying to go to bed a little bit early because I have not slept and I have a lot of things I have to do really early in the morning the next day. So busy. So I am so happy. Thank you all. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Red Shutter name known as Zenobia Warner.
And I am Mama Mandy, Miranda Ray, whichever one you want to remember at this point. But here.
And I want to say thank you all for tuning in. We are here every Monday and every Friday at 11 a.m. If not, we will let you guys know. Like we told you, we were going away last week. We were supposed to do a Wednesday, but busy schedule. So that's what happens that time. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. I hope you guys got some knowledge with time blocking and building your schedule. So if you have any questions, please hit us up, DM, or you can email us as well at $2billionaire@gmail.com. Well, wait, $2billionaire. What's the number? 21.
2020.
Yes. Is it 2020?
No, sorry, 2021. I was thinking my Mama Mandy living.
Okay. $2billionaire2021@gmail.com. So holla at us. Everyone, have a great evening. Let's have a fabulous week and get your schedule together. All right?
Yes.
Mandy, close us out.
Oh, today is going to be a motherfucking good day. God damn it. Why? Because today is going to be a motherfucking good day, and that's all you need to know. You set your tone, you set your vibration, and you get that shit rolling. Do what you need to do. Progress over perfection.
Amen.
And just hustle hard. That's it. Hustle hard.
You already know. We all bosses in this bitch.
Facts. On that note,
word. You all have a great week. See you Friday. Oh, smart chart.
Oh yes, Friday is smart chart. So get your goals set. Your 3 goals, power 3. If you don't know, just get 3 goals for September. Set in your brain. Bring it to the live with us, and we'll plan it out with you. We'll get your goals set up. So
see you all Friday. Thank you all later.